Okay, we're ready. You can come down.
Okay. Where are you? Oh. Whoa, Batman and Robin!
Notice anything different about us?
You want to put on this one? It's Batman's mommy.
Cute. I don't celebrate Halloween.
You don't celebrate Halloween?
No.
Oh, was there a reason?
Well, because it's the highest satanic holiday of the year.
Okay, I had no idea.
Nathan, where have you been where have you been?
I thought it was just trick-or-treating, really. I didn't think it was like
Not everything is make-believe. Some things are real.
Okay.
You have to open your eyes to reality.
Nathan Fielder's The Rehearsal Episode 3 continues its hot streak of delivering sweet, delicious entertainment in a format that does not get stale, but only ages like fine wine. So, I've been gushing about episodes 1 and 2, and episode 3 keeps it up, man. It really hits that entertainment bar hard, and if you're not already watching, I don't know what you're doing with your life. If you can't afford it, I'll let you borrow my HBO password or teach you how to pirate stuff. But let's get into it, baby. Here we go. Oh, he's technically Mexican and 3/4 American, but for 3 generations he's got that nationality. Great-great-grandpa headed south, whose kids had kids then turned around. It's not what the show's about, but it's why he's Mexican technically. He helps that he was raised in New Mexico, lived in Guadalajara for 2 years, speaks fluent Spanish with a bachelor's degree in language and taquito. Okay, in my last 2 episodes, I was avoiding a lot of spoilers because I wanted to give people a chance to go watch the show for themselves. But I think from here on out, it would be silly to continue doing that because I can't imagine anyone would be watching these videos still if you're not tuning into the show. So, even that being said, I don't think I'm going to spoil a whole lot of things, but just beware about that. I loved the first 2 episodes of this show, and episode 3 just takes all of those expectations that were built and just builds on them in ways that you really don't expect, but are so satisfying. So episode 3 continues Angela's story from episode 2, except that this time Nathan Fielder has joined her experiment as a co-parent and is helping her raise a child, except that the child is rapidly growing in age because it is a 2-month experiment. I got that wrong in the last review. I said 1 month, but it's a 2-month experience of raising a child, and it's insane. And now with Nathan in the house more, there are more opportunities for awkwardness, as you saw in the intro to this video, which is the intro to the show, except that I edited it to shorten the length and because I don't want to deal with copyright issues. I'm pretty sure that Nathan does these kind of things on purpose, knowing that it will trigger the person into giving a reaction like this, because it's so brilliant. He is really good at pushing people's buttons, so it was really smart to go Halloween shopping with the kid for this woman who is hyper religious / conspiracy theory-esque type person who's into numerology and that kind of junk, you know? So Angela's story is very interesting, but what I love about this episode is that he's juggling 2 storylines. So he does take on a 3rd rehearsal with another guy, but it keeps cutting back to his rehearsal with Angela as he goes to work and comes back and is a dad. And I think that's a really smart way to format this show, and I hope that it persists for the rest of the season. I would love to keep coming back and just getting small updates in Angela's rehearsal as we get a different rehearsal with different people week by week. It's such an entertaining concept, and I think he juggles the two storylines very well. In all of the ridiculousness too, he always finds like real human moments of tenderness. So he's not always clowning on these people, and through his narration, he always somehow finds poetry within these just insane scenarios. So the new rehearsal this week is with a guy who is trying to have a conversation with his brother about their grandfather's will, because the unknown brother has been left in charge of the will and doesn't want to give money to our subject because his girlfriend is supposedly a gold digger. So Nathan helps this man rehearse his conversation with his brother and try and convince him to give him his inheritance. And at first it doesn't seem like there's a lot that you could do with that topic, but he finds a way to just make it insane by going on field trips and digging for buried treasure and changing an old man's diaper. It's so crazy and so ridiculous. But then it actually ends with the man figuring out how to communicate to his brother and ends up giving a very touching speech and breaking into tears during the rehearsal. And the whole time I'm just thinking, how has Nathan not broken character yet? It's crazy to me. And I know a lot of people in the comments are saying like maybe he's manipulating the audience as well as these people. And to some degree, with the way that he frames things and the scenes that he chooses to include and to exclude, I'm sure there's a little bit of playing it up for the camera, but it's hard to deny that these moments that he catches are not real, which is crazy because they are 100% staged. They are rehearsing for real life. But it is confirmed that the main people he's helping are indeed not actors. That he gets them off of Craigslist and he tries to help real people, which is really, like I've said before, that's really where the charm of this show shines. Because he's doing these crazy things, but he actually ends up helping people. After the man had a breakdown on camera, he ended up leaving and never called Nathan back. And I'm pretty sure it's because he realized what he needed to say to his real brother and was kind of embarrassed for crying on camera and doesn't want to continue being filmed because it was a very personal moment. And I am enjoying this show so much. The episode 3 is the perfect culmination of all of the things that I like about Nathan's humor, just packed into one episode. Because after he finishes that third rehearsal, he cuts back to Angela's story and decides to make it even crazier, because to match the rapid aging process of the child actors, he doesn't want to shatter the illusion of the rehearsal, so he comes up with ways to make it feel like time is moving faster for himself and Angela by installing expensive mirrors with screens in them that can age your reflection, and by having his crew come in at night and swap out the vegetable seeds that they've planted with real crops. It's so ridiculous, but it is so charming. It really hits that sweet spot of pure entertainment. So I hope you're watching the show. I've been loving it, and I am looking forward to talking about episode 4 next week.